Hello African entrepreneurs, how are you today? My name is Haile Jesus and today I will give you my personal monthly book recommendation. Before starting, I need to tell you that African gold growers, that African entrepreneurs in general as entrepreneurs, we don't follow the traditional educational system. We instead follow the self-education path. And this is basically because when you are rising a startup, when you are rising a project, when you are develop a business, you will find different challenges in different topics in different times. It will never be in an order. It's not a manual that can help you to achieve these goals you want to achieve or find the solutions in the step-by-step process that you want to find. Now, saying that, the next thing I need to tell you is, as African gold growers, as African entrepreneurs, we don't reinvent wheels. It's the first rule, and I told you in others video, and I will tell you again, and I will always tell you, we don't reinvent wheels. Instead, we stand up in the shoulders of giants. We always stand up in the shoulders of giants. If you really want to improve in your environment, if you really want to make a change in the reality of Africa, if you really want to make or bring amazing solutions to the market problems, you need to remember you need to stand up in the shoulders of giants. Now, telling you that we stand up in the shoulders of giants and we don't reinvent wheels and we follow the self-educational path, this is why reading is some of the most important habits we need to adhere or put inside of our lives. This is why I read a lot of books, I study a lot, but I will recommend to you books every month. So probably the books I will tell you today and the next videos will not help you right now, but it's so probably that will help you in the future. So when you find some problem or some challenge, you can quickly say, well, I remember Haile say something about this topic was inside of a book, for example. You can come back, watch the video again, and if you want, you can find, you can buy or read the book, or you can read more about this author. And believe me, it will help you a lot and will take out of your shoulders a lot of years of learning process. Will accelerate a lot your project and your improvement inside of your startup, of your project. Now, the first book I will recommend you to March is The Code of Extraordinary Minds by Vishen Lakhwani. To who don't know him, Vishen Lakhwani is an entrepreneur. He's from India. He raised in Malaysia, and he made his career in the USA, actually in Silicon Valley. He's a computer engineer, but he started his process as entrepreneur actually inside of USA in Silicon Valley also. Now, he had a lot of failures at the beginning, but after learning, after understand how works, and then after meet a very interesting people in the path, people I'm telling you, for example, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Robin Sharma, Tony Robbins, Richard Branson. After being very close to them, and after he could ask directly to them, he understand these extraordinary people, these people who has an extraordinary life, is because they have an extraordinary mind, and he could hack it, the code they use to have an extraordinary mind. And it's very interesting because he said, well, the people who has extraordinary life is because they have an extraordinary perspective or extraordinary view of the world. They don't follow the masses. They don't have the normal path to understand or to view the world. They have an extraordinary process or an extraordinary way to understand the world. And this is really, really, really interesting because he say, well, the way how they do is basically changing the beliefs they have. The beliefs they have about money, work, love, partnership, etc., etc. Everything around you, the beliefs you already have. He said, the people who has extraordinary minds, they can take their beliefs, they can identify their beliefs and ask them or question them and say, is this belief that I already have is helping me to achieve my goals or is not helping me? If this belief helped you to achieve your goals, okay, it's perfect. You can still follow them. But instead, if this belief you already have, for example, about money, is not helping you to achieve your goal, you need to put in the trash and put inside of your brain a new rule, a new belief. This is really powerful. He showed you inside of the book how to do it. He gives you some tricks from different extraordinary people. I told you again, Tony Robbins, Robin Sharma, Richard Branson, really interesting people. And basically, he tells you, and I tell you, and many other authors can tell you, 80 to 90% of success is mindset, okay? 20 to 10% is skills, time management, hard work, etc., etc. But 80 to 90% of your success will be the mindset you have about your work, about your love, about your life, okay? If you have the right mindset inside of your brain, believe me, you will succeed. It's really important you understand this. And I work very hard to change my mindset and to be uploaded all the time new ideas, new beliefs, new rules inside of my life, inside of my projects, to improve better my projects. Now, saying that, well, the first book, The Code of Extraordinary Minds by Vishen Lakhiani. Next book, Copywriting Secrets, written by Jim Edwards. Well, this is an amazing book also. To who don't know what is copywriting, copywriting is the ability or is the skill to know how to write sell letters, okay, or sell messages, or how to sell something writing, okay. And Jim Edwards also is an entrepreneur. He's from the USA. He's an engineer also. But he abandoned the company where he was working in the 90s, okay, and he started his own startup in that time. But in that time, the dot-com bubble crashed, okay, and when the dot-com bubble crashed, a lot of economic problems become to the North American countries, Canada, USA, and Mexico. So he had a lot of debt, he had a lot of financial problems, he already had children, a wife, etc., etc. He was so overwhelming about the situation he was living. And he also, well, was really stressed, failing his company. He has, as I told you, a lot of debt. But he was so stressed that he almost died by a heart attack. And it was in that moment when he was faced with the debt that he understood that he needed to take the life by the horns and take control of his own life. In this moment is when he realized about the change he needed to do. Now, again, he told you also, 80% of your success or 90% of your success will be mindset, how you can take control of your beliefs or your feelings or your system or your thoughts. Now he decided to change his life, and he became addicted to reading books, to study, and he became a motivational coach, a motivational speaker, an author, and he became also after a lot of study, he became an internet expert. He right now is one of the best paid copywriting experts in the whole world. He's right now one of the best internet experts in the whole world. Now, inside of this book, Jim shared with us his secrets to have more easy way to write copywriting in the right way. Now, it's very interesting because he started book telling you nobody born knowing how to write copyright. Nobody born how to know doing copywriting in the right way, and nobody show you or teach you how to do copywriting. But everyone need to learn how to sell something. And he explained you copywriting is on selling or marketing is just about communication. It's just about communicate a message in the right way, saying to your customer, to ideal customer, how this service or product it will help to improve their life or will bring a lot of wellness in their lives. Again, he tell you it's all about mindset, and he'd say if you want to be a very successful copywriter, you need to change your mindset. And the right mindset for a copywriter is understand you are not selling a product, you are not selling a service, you are selling solution to your customer. And he make a very interesting exercise and help you to have a very clear how to help to your customers and how they will be very, very happy to acquire your product or your service. And basically is make questions about your product or your service. He said he tell you around 12 or 11 questions, if I don't remember bad, and basically are how my product or service can help to my customer to make money, how my product or service can help to my customer to save money, how my product or service can help to my customer to be healthy, how my product or service can help to my customer to feel more loved, how my product or service can help to my customer to have better status. Okay, he made 11 of these questions. Okay, after you answer these questions, and when you find more than 3 answers per each question, you find really powerful ideas, really creative ideas that will help you to write messages, to write or to communicate the message to your customers, how your product and service will bring to them a lot of wellness. Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards. Next book, The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Who is Ryan Holiday? Well, Ryan Holiday is a philosophy historian. He's a very interesting writer. He is very specialized in ancient philosophy schools, and he focused a lot of his books or his researches to Stoicians philosophy school. Okay, the Stoician philosophy school is an ancient Greece philosophy school or line that say we are going to die in someday. It's something sure, but we don't know when it will happen. If you don't know when you are going to die, it's like if you have a finite line of time, you need to enjoy and you need to use every second of your life and approach every second of your life as it could be the last one, because you will die someday or in some moment and you don't know when it will happen. In The Obstacle is the Way, Ryan Holiday explained you how when we find obstacles in our ways is when we really improve ourselves, is when we really can grow, is when we really find the most amazing solutions, the most amazing situations for grow or for develop inside of us. When we can achieve very quickly, when we can achieve really high or challenges or goals, is when we find obstacles in our ways. It's really interesting, and he tells you you have control of your life, you have control of your feelings, you have control of your thoughts, you have control of your emotions, you have controls of your beliefs. Okay, nobody can take out these things from you. So if you have the control of your life, if you have the control of your feelings and thoughts, why to be stressed. If you can say when you want to be angry, when you want to be happy, how to use it, it's really powerful because it will help you to use certain obstacles in your way to grow more faster. The quote I really love from this book is, "I decide how it will affect me. No one else has the right." I decide how it will affect me. No one else has the right. Really powerful quote. The last book, 101 Ways to Make Money in Africa, by John Powell and Dr. Harnett. John Powell and Dr. Harnett, both of them are African gold growers, are African entrepreneurs. Both of them are bloggers of the old school, writing blogs. And they are the pioneers inside of the blogging of African business. Both of them are African business coaches. And they have very interesting projects, and John Powell and Dr. Harnett write this book sharing a lot of successful cases of entrepreneurs in the whole continent who start small, dreaming big, how they found an area in a niche with a very potential market, a very potential industry, and how they can grow the business to a multi-million-dollar business in very short time. They explain you a lot of things. They start sharing with you which ones are the most interesting or the fastest rising industry in the continent, why, where are the niches, which countries has more potential in each industry. And they share you ideas, and they share you also successful cases. It's a very powerful book. It's the second time I read this book. I read this book the last year, but I'm rewriting this book now because we are working in a new course to you, and I'm taking some ideas and some concepts, some advices to the new course we are working on. Now, this is my 4th book recommendation for March, and well, nothing more. If you like it, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and again, I will tell you, 80 to 90% of your success will be mindset. Okay. If you are interested in this kind of topics, I will give you access to a free class in a link below in the first comment. You will find a link. You will find a special offer to you. Really powerful concepts. If you really want to change the reality on Africa, if you really want to be an African gold grower, to be the 21st century superhero, I really recommend you this free class we have to you. Take notes, take a pen and a notebook, because we are going to share powerful concepts, but the class is not open all the time. So approach the opportunity right now, and see you inside. Bye bye.